scatter the burn. Boy, is that girl with you? Yes, we're one and the same. Now I believe in miracles, and a miracle has happened tonight. But if you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. Ooh. They print my message in the Saturday Sun. I had to tell them I ain't second to none. And I told about equality, and it's true, either you're wrong or you're right. But if you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. Ooh. Go on with your baby. I am tired of this devil. I am tired of this stuff. I am tired of this business going, the going gets rough. I ain't scared of your brother. I ain't scared of no sheets. I ain't scared of nobody. Go when the going gets mean. Protection for gangs, clubs, and nations, causing grief in human relations. It's a turf war on a global scale. I'd rather hear both sides of the tale. See, it's not about races, just places, faces. Where your blood comes from is where your space is. I've seen the bright get duller. I am not gonna spend my life being a color donor. Don't tell me you agree with me when I saw you kicking dirt in my eye. But if you're thinking about my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. I said if you're thinking of being my baby, it don't matter if you're black or white. I said if you're thinking of being my brother, it don't matter if you're black or white. Alright, 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 alright. Yeah, now, alright, alright. Come on, don't, yeah, now, alright, it's black, it's white, it's tough for you to beat, yeah. It's black, it's white, it's black, it's white, it's tough for you to beat, yeah. It's black, it's white.
Yeah, that's probably the worst one. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't got that vibe to it. It ain't got the vibe to it it would usually have. But, hello, it's Tuesday. Hello, hi, hello. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you all vibe out in some way, shape, or form. And if not, oh, it sucks to be you. How many Candace pics do you use? Do you have? You gotta use as thumbnails. Hey. First of all, it shouldn't matter. Second of all, she got such a just such a what the fuck ass face. Like, it's just crazy. She got such a what the fuck ass face that you can't even notice it in real time. You see it. But I have used Candace. I got her looking just like, huh? I got her with her eyes closed. I got her smiling. The AI picture of her with this fat ass afro is my favorite one. It's just my favorite one. I think it was 4 straight of her looking disgusted as the thumbnail. I mean, fuck, she gotta stop making it so easy. She gotta stop making it so easy, because when she does this, when she creates this problem, it's only fun for me. But I have news. I'm not even gonna waste too much time dilly-dallying with you fucks. I have news. We have now reached the point of delusion with our stud TikTok teacher who's been fired. She's gone from being a teacher with a side hustle to being fired, to apparently being kicked out of where she lives, to being kicked out of the storage unit, to now apparently delving into OnlyFans. But before that opportunity arises, we have a rap career to fixate on and potentially worry about.
See, I was just trying to be real. It feel good to be a real nigga. They took my words and curved it. Some shit about a predator. I don't question my prey. That shit ain't never gave the toughest soldier done conquer the rainier days. I fed so many faces. How come y'all can't give me no fucking grace? I guess we all perfect. Ain't none of us got no room for no fucking mistakes. Typing, tweeting, playing. I bet a nigga ass won't say that shit to my face. Talking about some little ass kid when I got a bitch down and my mama age feed me grapes. Took more loss across in 1 week than most you bitch ass niggas can take. All this shit we been through, you was my twin dude. That's some shit I can't shake. Lord to over love, don't know who to trust. My own blood brother snake. Everything around me off the hustle. I keep some dog shit, put it in the safe. Stacking it up for times like this, cause I know how times get. I know niggas that still stuck in the streets on broke shit like they ain't rich. Bitch. You know what I'm saying? I gave them happy hand. You know what I'm saying? New hustle unlocked bitch ass nigga. So dirty.
Hopefully you stay away from kids with this new hustle. Fire. You're a liar. You're a liar. You know you lying. You're a liar. You know you lying. Skull punch. You a liar. Why are you lying? Why are you lying for the sake of it? You ain't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. You know you don't have to do all that. You're a liar. Motherfucker said, hold on though. See, y'all trying. You know it's good. I would rather 7 leprechauns all knock me down to my knees and cut my dick off with sporks before I ever admit to trash being fire. Okay? That's what I would rather. It's early in the morning for me to listen to this BS. Hi, Zamaria. You remember when you first got here and I said your name correctly and you were shocked because for some reason you thought I was just gonna get that wrong, ignoring the fact that me, a Southerner from Louisiana, can accurately predict and say these horrible fucking names? You probably thought I was gonna say Exarabara. Nope. No. As a Southerner, I had to be well accustomed to these horse shit ass names. Sounds like stabbing needles in my ears. You have such a way with words. I know. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful having such a way with words in any given moment? Like, isn't it? Because in my understanding, it's like, which would you rather? Would you rather be like strapped to a chair and be forced to listen to that until you die? Or would you rather goldfish get inserted into your rectum until you die? Sign me up for the goldfish. I sign me up to get these goldfish in my ass, because it's not going to be any other option. It's not going to be any other solution. It's not going to be any other way to look at it other than I need my anus destroyed by Nemo. Just it can't be any other way but up. It cannot be any other way but up. Also, Mrs. Keith, I'll let you see the fucking alert, but I've muted the alerts, and I believe we all know why. Because whenever I'm on camera, there's the potential that you need to see my reaction to something. And while you did with our illustrious rapper, there's something else that needs to be a topic of discussion. I've told you all that this conversation around transgenders and bathrooms and biological women will always continue to be as long as there are women out there who are not really clued into the social climate around transgenders, and they will feel as though they're in a bathroom with a man who's not supposed to be there. Case in point, woman at Gold's Gym in Los Angeles, furious after a man pretending to be a woman invaded the female locker room while she was naked. And this video has gone viral. I believe that there's a second video that's come out, and I'm on the black woman, the most disrespected group in American history's side, because everyone's not clued in to what transgenders are doing. Everybody's not clued in to how transgenders are operating in the bathroom. You can think that everyone is, but I'm here to let you know they're not. They're not paying attention to the online discussions. They're not paying attention to the online transgenders that are getting beer ads and commercials on TV. They're not paying attention to that because they're living their life. And when they're living their life, they're going about it in their normal parameters. And when they see something that scares them, discourages them, frightens them, they're going to act. They're going to say, what the hell? They're going to say, what's going on here? They're going to say, who's letting you in? And it's happened with this. It's gone viral. People are discussing it. People are talking about it. And I said it back during the Wii Spa, and I'll say it again. You cannot think everyone is clued in to the subject matter. You cannot think to yourself, oh, everyone's going to respect you. You cannot think everyone's going to bow to your way of living life. It's just not going to happen. Now, Gold's Gym has apparently kicked her out and banned her, and I believe that's a little bit unfair. I feel as though this could have just been a conversation of who's in what bathrooms, and a needed conversation that is constantly being ignored about women and their safety, because yes, they got a right to be fearful of what they don't know is going on. And the more that gets ignored with this weird conversation of, oh, you're scared of a transgender, you're transphobic, you're going to see more and more examples of people who are unaware that the world is changing around them, feeling as if something's about to happen in the bathroom that shouldn't be happening. And you're going to have more conversations that get ignored about women's safety, that get co-opted into talking about transphobia, when in reality, all that needs to occur is that you have to hold these conversations honestly and earnestly. And if you're not willing to do that, congratulations. You're going to have more trans women getting called out as potential predators by women who are sitting in the bathroom trying to have their layer of privacy. Because yes, it is a fearful thing to be in the bathroom and see someone walk in that probably shouldn't be in there. And then they're wondering, wait, is somebody potentially about to get assaulted? Am I about to get assaulted? These are things to worry about. These are things to consider. And ignoring it because you want to have a statistical conversation about who does the most assaults, you're invalidating people. You're invalidating their opinions and their fears because you want to just call somebody transphobic. It doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to be this tap dance around the conversation. Now, Gold's Gym, and apparently many other gyms like it, because this is not a new thing, have policies with transgenders involved, and that's cool, but you're not letting people know about that. And because, while many will think, oh, this transgender conversation is very intuitive and intellectual and people could just understand. No, people are confused. And they don't get unconfused by just calling them transphobic. They get more hateful. And they get more ready to be apprehensive to the idea of someone who looks like a man, because let's be honest, he's fitting the bill of being a man in his 40s. Like, if y'all didn't tell me that this was a transgender, I would have thought that this was a man. You can't sit here and play this game of dancing around the subject matter. You just can't. Because you're going to keep having the discussion. You can't just start calling people transphobic. You can't start just calling people out. You gotta have the conversation. You just do.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America, where like trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a fuck how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turn around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed a sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fucking talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm fucking pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at...
So you got other women coming into the bathroom and it's like, wait, who let him in? See?
The Gold's Gym, and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the fuck is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel? That's nothing more manly than not giving a fuck about how women feel, I'd like to think. And I get it, like, everybody has their own things, and I don't want to say that I know everything about gay rights or trans rights. I'm a lesbian. I've been a lesbian my whole life.
Lesbians versus transgenders was not on my itinerary. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Lesbian versus transgender? Didn't even see it coming.
I treat people how I want to be treated regardless of whatever they sexual.
I just arrived here and I already got the gist of the stream. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You fucking man. What's the gist of the stream? You misogynist?
Orientation is or whatever they decide. So I'm not transphobic and I'm not homophobic. I'm not straightophobic. I'm not racist. None of these things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated. Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to fucking be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms? Because it ain't right.
I mean, that costs money. You know what I'm talking about? That next part costs money. And whenever money is involved, nobody seemingly wants to make that extra effort. So why aren't more police officers in schools? That could potentially stop school shootings or lessen them. Well, that's going to cost money. That's going to cost money. And, you know, if your city got the money for it, go ahead. But it's like, that ain't about to be no, like, statewide thing in every school, in every district, in every city, in every parish, in every state. You know, that's just not going to happen.
The way I feel right now, and don't come into my comments about he gay, he ain't looking at you. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's about a feeling, yo. Like, if you,
that's the key. That to me, that's the key thing right there. That's the key thing. When we have these conversations about how people are supposed to feel and how they're supposed to be safe, and these stories about people going in certain areas and getting with somebody and assaulting them, you can't try to invalidate a person's feelings. And that woman deserves to have her feelings discussed, because this is not a new thing. It's not a commonplace thing. It's something that's been a discussion that gets watered down because people want to yell transphobe. They want to yell that you're being discriminatory. They want to yell that you're not being fair to a person and how they want to live their life. And with that comes an added conversation about how your way of life is not how everyone's going to walk with you. It's not going to be something everyone agrees on. It's going to be something that creates a conversation that you may not want to have, but you need to have, because the more you try to ignore it, the more examples like this will keep happening, where someone who, in this instance, is a lesbian, goes into the bathroom and is trying to change, shower up, do something, and then they feel as though they're in an uncomfortable situation because they see someone walk into the bathroom that they perceive to be a man, because I'm sorry, transgenders. There are a few of y'all out there where it's obvious to spot that you got them male physiques on you, and that'll lead a woman to be concerned that maybe something bad is about to happen to them. Then, when you add the element of more women coming into the bathroom and siding with the lesbian and saying, wait a minute, why are you in here? It creates a bigger problem because now you have an audience of people. Now you got people who could potentially be a witness to something that they may not want to see, which could be a crime. Not saying that a crime was committed, but you have to walk with the potential fear of being in a situation that is uncomfortable. And if we are not willing to start having these conversations in earnest, just start calling everybody transphobic and then wonder why everybody hates transgenders. It's not going to be something that smooths everybody over. It's just going to make more people hate a certain insert group here. And you know what? Maybe it's about time people start discussing a trans bathroom. And then that's going to have a conversation about money. And then it's going to lead down to conversation about why should we have to be in a separate bathroom to be how we feel? And then it's going to come right back to the conversation of, oh, well, I think I'm about to get my life threatened because a man is going into a women's space. And what's the cutoff? And where do we draw the line? And what's the distinction this? And what's the distinction that? At the end of it all, I despise how there are women who are being put in these situations that feel discomfort, that voice their discomfort, and somehow they get thrown into this box of transphobic. A woman's safety, because I know a lot of people like to be finicky around that topic, is not just to be layered in anti-men, anti-trans, anti-this, anti-that. It should be a conversation. They got some delusional bitches out here. But when you have people who end up being confused about their safety to the point where they're going to make it a priority for people to know about because they feel as though no one's listening and they're being disrespected, welcome to the fucking rabbit hole that people have continuously ignored. Why? Because it's better for them to call everyone transphobic than it is to actually solve or talk about the problem at hand. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm a wordsmith. I'm a wordsmith. I words. I words all the time. I words all the time. It's easy. It's easy to word because when you word, it's the bird is the word. What is my phone doing? Oh, my phone's giving me alerts. Yay! I'm getting notifications on my phone. Ruined Shakespeare. Maybe a little bit. It's easy to name call. It's harder to have an honest conversation. Yeah. Yeah. This will not be the last time that you have a situation of a woman going into the bathroom and then they see someone who looks like a male coming into the same bathroom and creating this thing. It's happened before and nothing changed. It's happening right now and nothing's changed. So I would hearken instead of doing this silly little dance of how dare you sit there and invalidate a transgender. You recognize that there is a fear in someone feeling like they're about to be harmed or being in an unsafe situation and start navigating these conversations in earnest instead of in dishonesty and your weird little online debate tactics that never really work because your weird circles online are not real life. While you think that you're the one who's the most persecuted because you sit in a Discord call full of a bunch of other freaks who invalidate your fucking opinions or validate your fucking opinions, in the real world, they got people who are confused because no one's having honest conversations. Y'all having the stupid ones that make more people hate you, but in real life, things like this are drastically becoming a weird set of normal that if they continue to be unchecked, will create a bigger fucking problem. And that's the video. I'm so good. I'm so good. Teach me your ways. Well, first you have to be mentally unstable. Second, you have to recognize that no one cares about your well-being. Third, you have to grow up in that mindset. You can't just all of a sudden, you can't go through your life and then when you reach adulthood, suddenly figure this out. It has to be instilled in you as a child. And then you just have to spend all those years talking to the wall or the ceiling. Either one. Either one. The wall, the ceiling, either one. Because if you notice, I think it's literally a handful of times I've actually written a script. Everything in my mind, everything is just in the dome. I don't have it propped up, set up. I don't have like a cue card, unless the only time I really write something down is when I really want to hammer home a point that like needs to be hammered home and I can't forget it. That's the only time. And it's only been done a handful of fucking times. Not when I'm like writing notes of like a review of like one of these documentaries, but like when I really want to say something, but I don't want to lose it. I gotta write that down. That's really much it. Off topic, but have you ever tested your IQ? I'm almost certain that it would be fucking low. Y'all think that Xander Hall shit was low. My shit might be lower than his. And I'm honest about it. It's like I'm not book smart. I'm not book smart at all. Like I'll read, but I'm not like, oh, solve this math equation. Put a fraction in front of my face, you're gonna recognize that can't be done. But you got motherfuckers who be like, I got the highest IQ ever, and then this shit is like a 14. I'm telling y'all, my shit'll be low. I'm telling y'all. But hey, I'm able to wake up, go through the day, live a little bit of this fucking life, and then peace the fuck out. Hey, that's about as best as I could do. You got motherfuckers online who swear to God they smart, and then you recognize how dumb they really are. Like I'm telling y'all, I'm slow. I'm a little slow. I ain't got no shame in it. Never had no shame in it. Never will have no shame in it. Never back down. Never what? Never back down. Never what? Can't do it. I once did an IQ test years ago, and it was 156. I don't even know if that's good or bad. See, this is my thing with these people y'all go to online to seek an opinion to be validated. Don't think that they're geniuses. They're not saying anything smart. Like no, I for fuck certain. I for fuck certain have not really told y'all anything groundbreakingly smart. I'm just telling y'all basic shit. Don't rape, don't molest, don't murder. But I'm entertaining. Because I always love like the negative comments I get that don't really hold any weight. Like I love those. It's like, you curse too much. Oh, why are you so animated? Why are you moving all around? Why do you have all this energy? Hi. Today, another school shooting happened. That's the 400th today. Like, share, and subscribe. I watch stupid videos and laugh. I need substance. I mean, basically. Oh, are you telling me to do that? Fuck you. Go do your job. Go do your fucking job. Go do your fucking job. Go on that mail route. Matter of fact, give me my mail. Fuck nigga. Or fuck bitch. But speaking of fuck niggas and fuck bitches, I swore that I thought we were done with the brick conversation. In my head, it's over. We had the fanfare of it first starting. We had all the reactions, and we finally got to the truth of the matter, and she's got 90 days in the hole and a 10-year social media ban, blah, 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 blah. But one aspect of this that I thought would have come by now is all them people with their chest out that was saying black men are the problem, black men don't like black women, all this divide. I thought these people would have, the testicular fortitude to say, hey, I peddled a narrative and I was wrong. My bad. I'll do better. Silly Leon, I know. That's just another strike to the Leon card. But I had hope because when you that loud and confident and then you're wrong, I would think you would have the testicular fortitude to say, hey, I got this wrong. My bad. But this dude is trying his hardest to just stay away from the topic. He's really desperate to not respond to all the criticism he has gotten from people who follow him and even people who don't like him, because he, among with many others, but specifically consciously, was one of the loudest people defending the woman in making sure that there's a conversation about how black men don't stick up for black women, black men don't believe black women when they talk about stories against them, all of that. And he was defending a lie. And what he's done recently is he's pinned a video that he did last year talking about his apology and how he led in discourse about dividing black people. It's like, no, because in that, you're still peddling a little bit of the lie about how, well, she lied about the circumstances of how she was hit, but she was hit. No, good sir. That video from a year ago is invalid because now we know she swung first, which means what happens next is self-defense. And because she might have stumbled and tumbled and potentially hit a car door on her way down, that's what caused that egregious whelp on her face. That is it. The lesson here should be to keep your hands to yourself. And conveniently, the story about, hey, I got hit upside my head with a brick because I didn't give my phone number out is also a lie. And all people want you to do is just address it like a man. That's really it.
An apology. Are you going to apologize? What you're looking for is already happened last year and it's pinned in my TikTok. But I know bad faith actors when I see one. You don't care about an apology. You want...
I care. I'm speaking for me. I can't really speak about anybody. I'm speaking for me. The reason why I harp on this idea of people who promote one thing being wrong and then apologizing is because of how much they've gained from the lie that they've pushed. Because we've seen time and time again, stories reach an apex. And then you got content creators, whether it be YouTubers, TikTokers, Twitter users, push the story. And then they get on debate panels. They get on seminars. They start talking in regards to this subject. They start talking about this subject more and more. And then they be wrong, and then they goalposts move. Or they say, oh, well, I addressed this last year. Or they say, oh, well, I have this excuse for this thing at this point in time. I get so sick of it because it's not that hard to just say, oops, in this example, I was wrong. You're not going to die. Like you're not going to die saying you're wrong. I know when it comes to talking about things online that a lot of people feel as though, oh, I am the pariah. But unfortunately, you're a human. You're going to get something wrong.
I got you. We pop champagne bottles. These hoes be lying. And because I'm not giving y'all access to my page to be able to troll, y'all throwing temper tantrums. Y'all throwing hissy fits. It's a bunch of grown men celebrating a black woman being sentenced 90 days in jail.
Stop. We have a problem. Listen to me and listen to me hard. And I did pause it. So maybe I end up being wrong about what is said next. The woman is in jail for lying about a situation that happened to her that could have gotten a black man arrested and put in jail, and for scamming a bunch of people out of what I believe to be $40,000+. Might you please might you please, when I unpause this, state all of that for the record, good sir.
Celebrating a black woman being sentenced 90 days in jail, 10 years probation, 10 years off the internet, and paying $42,000 back. We ain't even gonna get into the constitutionality of harsh and unusual punishment because she got everything she deserved. That's how a lot of y'all feel. I live in Texas.
I mean, we could have a conversation about the different types of punishments people have in terms of what they do and versus what they actually do, and how in some instances you got people because they got connections or because they got a little bit of power or because the justice system is corrupt. You got people who are getting off scot-free for things that they should be in jail for years for. Two examples I'm about to put in front of your face. Yes, we can have these conversations. There also needs to be a conversation about how people peddle narratives out the wazoo in thinking that those narratives will be standard for all of time when they're backing them off of a lie.
Born and raised in the state. I know people that I got people in my family that got 10 years probation. They was on the run for 7 years and they got charged with vehicular assault. They got 10 years probation. No jail.
That sounds like a corrupt justice system.
Time. You feel me? So y'all hatred for this woman right here and being like, aha, look at her, I told you. Look at him, I told you. Y'all ignoring the harsh and unusual punishment or the extrajudicial of the system, of the sentences, and because hey, you believe that's what it is. But anti-intellectualism make it where you're going to fight the way in which you're perpetuating the power of the system to over-sentence.
You're doing the same thing.
To over-sentence. This is what it is, man.
You're using your little intellectualism to characterize the conversation in the way you want because you're mad that these people are on your ass hoping that you address something that's easy to address. You're doing the exact same thing you're criticizing other people do.
You can acknowledge motherfucker did a crime and be like, the time don't fit the shit. You feel me? But because y'all want to engage in this unethical, these hoes be lying, and any nigga that believe these hoes be lying, fuck the niggas too. Listen, man, we come from different frameworks of value. We come from different frameworks, you know what I'm saying, and different value systems.
I can agree with that. We all come from different sets of circumstances, different lifestyles, all of that. Here's my thing, though. When you sit there and you back a lie and then the lie is confirmed to be a lie, it don't really matter about where we all come from. That woman could have gotten somebody arrested for something he didn't do. The initial claim was he asked for the number. She said no. He hit her with a brick. If we stop right there, that's grounds for somebody to be in jail. But because it didn't stop there and her story fell apart, and it's confirmed now that that entire subject matter is not even true, and she's not even supposed to be called Brick Lady. She's supposed to be potentially called I Fell on Car Door Lady. We now have reached a problem with people being consistent. And this whole discourse around men lying, women lying, women lying, men lying, black women hate black men hate black women. This conversation can't go away because no one's being honest. No one. Because people promote stories in different conversations, in different ethos, and they hope that they're true. What happened a few years ago? A black woman went missing, and everybody ramped up this idea that nobody cares about black women going missing. Nobody cares that black women get kidnapped. Nobody cares what happens to black women. And what happened? That woman lied. Her reasoning for lying, I think still to this day is unknown. And she ended up having to have her penance. That's a different penance from Brick Lady. So what? What's the gimmick that you're wanting to say here? That you're mad, people are on your ass, and now you want to try to pseudo-intellectualize your way around the conversation. No. All you ever got to do is just be like, hey, I stated this, information came out later, and we sat here, and we was wrong, my bad, in the future, I'm going to go about the idea of waiting for a little bit more. Because you was on these podcasts, you was doing these TikToks, dividing people off of nothing. And that, again, I said it, that apology from a year ago don't hold any weight because you still trying to weave in your own talking point around a lie. It was a lie then, it's a lie now. And I'm not speaking for all these motherfuckers who can't get a girl and they still bitter about that and they talking. I'm speaking for me. What irks me is the confidence to talk around the conversation instead of talking about and through it. Because if we could talk about it and through it, maybe we could get closer to an actual conclusion. But because that's impossible for people like him to do, we'll all continue to start hating each other for different reasons. Somewhere down the line, y'all started, okay, what is this?
So a lot of y'all don't appeal to me. I don't appeal to y'all. A lot of y'all, I don't care to even engage with. You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't care.
So don't, in the future, hope that people get on your side. Don't, if you feel as though right now you don't have like that intellectual fortitude to start dealing with people in any way because you don't vibe with them, they don't vibe with you, don't seek them out in terms of criticism or conversation or any of that. Just don't do that.
Engage with me. So for me, it becomes, why do you spend so much time, energy, and effort watching a person's page that you don't like?
You do the same thing. You have a TikTok where, you know, you react to things and you watch people say things. You and me do the same thing where we watch shit we disagree with and then we talk about it. Whether it be the exact same person or a different person saying the exact same thing, we do the same thing.
And to me, this is when we start getting into the to the attention economy of anti-intellectualism, or the attention economy of hate, and how the Dallas Cowboys are able to have one of
the Dallas Cowboys suck. Go Broncos.
Biggest sports brands in the world is because people hate watch them. And regardless of how much you like to root against the Cowboys, when you tune in to Jerry Jones shit, you're giving them capital. You're making it where there's value being poured into the Dallas Cowboys as a brand because you're giving them attention.
I'm sorry, but you are not the Dallas Cowboys. You are a TikToker along with a content creator in other forms. And I'm almost certain there's other things about you that are positive that I know nothing about because I do not follow you past this point. The only reason I know about you is because of two things. One, because of that video you made years ago where you cooked that one guy who was making fun of you and how you grew up. Two, because of this and how you carried yourself in the conversation and how you were wrong about this conversation.
A lot of y'all don't recognize that your hate and disdain for Conscious Lee is only making the brand get bigger. Yeah, you feel like it's pandering and you feel like it's something, but the organization over there and people over there, they didn't see it that way. So now you're mad and throwing a temper tantrum because there are people in this audience in this world that don't see my content the way you see it.
I think there's a better example than the Cowboys. I wonder if there was like a better example of what he's describing, that no matter how much people hate it, it ends up being like the thing. And yes, I'm talking about Trump.
And now you mad. You feel me? It's just like, hey, I've made 1,000 takes. I got 3,000 videos circulating on the internet.
Okay.
Am I going to get every one of them correct? Hell no.
Absolutely.
Am I going to be, is information going to change? Hell yes. What you have access to, does it change? Yes. As somebody that has a degree in African-American studies, a master's degree in human relations and adult education.
Congratulations.
I'm used to being around educators. And the educators in this community were able to disagree and were able to change a narrative or analysis when new information comes out. Somehow along the line, y'all start acting like white people.
Sir, stop. You see, you're trying, and I respect it almost. You're trying to weave the conversation to make people feel bad for wanting you to be accountable. You just propped yourself up as somebody who's got all these accomplishments. Congratulations on each and every one of these accomplishments, because I'm certain you worked hard to get them. No bullshit. I'm certain you worked your hardest to get those accomplishments. But you cannot say all the right things in that moment and then decide to say, oh, somebody like me is acting like a white person. I'm sorry. Throw them white people to the side, because not one white person is involved in this. I hate to break it to you. Not one white person holds any weight in this conversation, because it was a black woman and black dudes at the seat. Ain't not a piece of cream was anywhere in there. Not one lick of mayonnaise was there. All I'm hoping for is that And you almost did it. He almost did it. He started talking about how information changes and how takes could be wrong. It is true. Takes could be wrong. He had the opportunity right there. But for some reason, we talking about white people.
And you start to have this type of distrust that you believe is always already justified with people in your own community.
Well, when people in my own community are pushing a lie that confirms to be a lie, that will create distrust.
So now, because you've internalized black inferiority, because you've internalized a way to devalue people in our community, you start to feel like if people don't do it, something wrong with them.
Yes, because that's mistrust. I can't take you as credible when you spend your time promoting a story that ends up being untrue, that you and others were constantly talking about. It wasn't just like a one thing and then you moved on to the next thing. You made several TikToks around the subject. You criticized people who weren't defending Rhoda initially. You were on podcasts defending Rhoda. It wasn't just like a one take out of there. You kept talking about it and you were wrong. Like in every aspect. Honestly, everybody was wrong because again, it wasn't a brick. It was a car door maybe. So it's like, you can't turn this into, oh, well, now people are going to start invalidating other stories. Here's the thing. I've said it before. I'll say it again. There are real stories of women being assaulted, women being kidnapped, women being beaten. Those are real. The problem, they don't get as much traction. They might, on like the rarest occasion, they might. But I've seen too many times a fake story, a story riddled with lies, be propped up the furthest for everybody's attention span. And then it's, for some reason, when you hear the story and then you have something in it that don't make sense and you point that out, apparently you a hater. Apparently you the one that don't want to see people be safe. You the one that want to see them kidnapped and beaten, all that. It's like, wait a minute. I'm just noticing one key part of this that don't make a lick of sense. And I'm saying that don't make sense. And then when it comes out that the whole story is a lie, all these same people who was like, anti-black, you anti-black, you anti-black. Now they want to have conversations about how, oh, you don't trust what we putting out there. No, I'm not going to trust that. Because you just lied to me.
Nah, something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. Something is wrong with you if you believe this instance of this woman lying means that there is not a reality of women saying, hey, man, this lame ass nigga tried to come holler at me. I said no. Instead of.
And the sick part is, what did I just say 10 seconds ago? There are real stories like this. There are. As uncomfortable or as much in your little hug box as you want to be to where you ignore it, there are stories like this all the time. And those stories deserve the same traction that y'all gave to bullshit. But when y'all pass those stories up to fixate on bullshit because you want to be entertained by the outrage you get on social media, we have a problem.
That nigga walking off, he got mad and wanted to hit me. I got 9 sisters. I came into this intellectual shit being around a bunch of women. Y'all like pointing out, you feel, but you're not gonna beat me in the debate though. What I know is that it is very common for a woman to think about and a woman to deal with.
You know, the video just cut off. But here's my thing. You can talk about your sisters, and you can talk about how women feel unsafe. That is true. These are true things because they got men out there who are not safe to be around, and that's a reason why women should choose the bear. But on a serious note, you can't deflect the conversation into, because I told y'all this was going to happen. People were going to deflect the conversation to, well, they still got women out there who actually go through this. And yes, I am not going to deny that. I am not about to sit here and say all women are making up stories. It's not going to happen. What I'm going to say is clear cut for anybody to understand. The stories that are actually true and 100% real don't get the same level of traction from people like this as they would in any other subject matter. And when it comes out that these people have promoted and banked on a lie that confirmed is a lie, they flip the conversation to make you out to be the bad guy for wanting them to address their lie. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for this trap of, oh, you the bad guy because you want to hold me accountable. You the bad guy because I was the one sitting there telling you a lie and the truth came out and it made me the liar, but you wanting to hold me accountable, you the bad guy. Don't do it. If you genuinely care about the subject matter, just say, all right, got this wrong, my bad, I was believing a lie. However, there are still stories out there that need our attention, that need our care. There are women out there who need their stories to be heard. Just that fucking easy. But because that's difficult for people to do, this is the bullshit we got on our hands for everybody to see. That bullshit right there. Yeesh. Now, on to more important matters.
Infobel!
Excuse me? Excuse me? The fuck just got in my ear. That hurt. The fuck? Like, no, that's not a new alert. I've not a fucking clue. Not a fucking clue. But more important, because no, it's not a new fucking alert. That shit done threw me the fuck off. Fuck. That shit threw me off. I don't even know what I was about to fucking say. Fuck. 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 Oh, wait. I think I remember. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Tanya. My only trusted mod. Fuck, you think I didn't see it, huh? You think I ain't fucking see it? I was in the midst. I was in the middle of something. Fuck you. Now, you're closer to dying.
I just never understood.
You're so close to dying.
How a man who died for good could not have a David Wood.
I'm fucking childish. I'm fucking childish. Oh man. So, go enjoy your birthday. Why the fuck are you here? It's 10 in the morning. If you're of legal age, go get drunk. Go get drunk. Go live life. Go enjoy who you are as a human. We got porn stars out here being called models and influencers, and it's the sickest shit under the sun. It's the sickest shit under the sun that I've ever seen. Okay, but get out. Go enjoy your birthday. Get out. Be gone. Scram. Fuck, nigga. Get out of here, fuck, nigga. But we're not done. Cause now we got these. Now we're back with our we've lost jobs because of Charlie Kirk videos. I thought we were done with these. I could have fucking sworn we were done with these. Because I thought everybody was clued in on the subject matter and how it's supposed to be navigated. I thought we were done. I really thought we were done. Now I gotta comb through these comments just to see. I wonder if there's a lawsuit you could be added to for wrongful termination. I'm so sorry to hear this. It's absolutely not. I'm so glad I haven't given Amazon any money. I'm sorry that you have to go through this. Sorry to hear this. Repent and put... Wow, okay. If you're looking for work from home, let me know. Oh, God. Commenting for the algorithm. Damn, dude, that's so fucked. All right, my parasocial best friend. It's time. Plan B meet and greets. Oh, okay. We're near the point of no return. You could always sue Amazon for racial discrimination. You're the best leftist YouTuber, even though I'm more right-leaning and don't agree on almost anything you said. What the fuck? You're the best leftist YouTuber, even though I'm more right-leaning and don't agree on almost anything you say. Jesus Christ. Jesus. I know it ain't much, but here you go. I hope your brother's doing well in speech therapy. Therapy. What is that Michael Jackson video? You talk about this one? Or is there another one? You had to have been talking about this one. You had to have been talking about this one. You had to have been. You had to have been talking about this one. It's AI reggae, Michael Jackson. Like, what are you talking about? What is all these AI reggae covers? Shut up. Hold on, let it load. It's coming.
Care about us. All I wanna say, them don't really care about us.
It's AI Michael Jackson. Yeah. How you saying what the hell? Have you not been at the beginning of the streams? Where I've been playing these AI Michael Jackson songs for like 4 days now. What are we talking about?
I lost my job because of
Hold on, buddy. While I do like your hair and this mustache, what do y'all call this? What do y'all call it when it's just chin hair? Y'all don't just... I like this goatee you got going on here. I am astutely bored, and I need a game. I need a game. I need a game. Gamble? I already gambled. I gambled yesterday. I gambled yesterday.
Charlie Kirk because I was inciting violence because of my YouTube videos. Very interesting. Now, as you may or may not know, I used to work at an Amazon warehouse facility. I did pick, I did pack. I wasn't a driver. I didn't get fired by AI or something of that variety, but I made $27.50 an hour, and I was very happy with my job because it allowed me to stay off the internet. The internet isn't always good for my mental health, so I worked there a lot. And because of my videos upon Charlie Kirk, I got approached to by HR and all these other people saying that I was inciting political rage in amongst the workers, which is interesting. Very interesting thing to say to me. I have been crying in my car for the past 3 hours. And I started going through my funds, and I discovered that my mother didn't get her EBT this month. My mother is a single mother, and she is raising my little brother, Atticus. Let's show you what my little brother, Atticus, looks like. To give you an example of what we're going through here. So this is my older brother, CJ, on the right, and the middle is Atticus, and on the left is obviously me. The back is my mother. She is half Arabic, or half Middle Eastern, and half black. That is her. Her name is Neftis.
Hello Neighbor is not a good game. Fuck you.
Lovely woman. Deeply lovely. So I have already been doing these side gigs. I've been working at ShiftSmart, which is a great way to get some money on the side. I've been doing Instawork, and I've been doing Roadie. I also do DoorDash and other stuff. But I'm going to describe my entire situation and explain why I may need some help, because I'm going to explain the math behind everything. And if you don't want to get the explanation when it gets it in, just know that I got to go fucking now. That's just what I want to explain. I'm going to try to make this not too long to try to explain anything. I'm going to show you my little brother, Atticus. This is Atticus. For Halloween, I took him out for dinner. It was pretty fun. So this is what he sounds like. This is Atticus. This is mac and cheese. Look at mac and cheese. Look at the mac and cheese. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's coming soon, though. It's coming soon, so be ready. We're going to get some soon. We get some soon. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's going to be cheesy. We're Maggie. We're full of Mac. We're going to eat it like... So the reason I'm doing those vocal stems with him is to try to get him to speak more. Now, this was, I believe, last Halloween where I took him out. Just reposted that video, but I took him out last Halloween. In order to do that, this Halloween, we ended up going trick-or-treating, and he's gotten significantly better with speech. I've been funding his speech therapy to make sure things are good. Stupidly expensive to fund speech therapy, mind you. It sucks indefinitely. Because for a long time, couldn't say a single word. First word I ever taught him was potato. Now, on top of that, I've been helping my mother out with small things around the house, internet, things of that variety, because I was making good YouTube money. YouTube was an extra little side thing on top of my regular job, which I used to pay my regular bills. And peak was coming up. Peak is during the holiday season, where people at Amazon get a ton of money. It's really beautiful. I was thinking,
why is he showing his brother on the internet like this? Well, what's the problem? He's not really showing anything bad. He's showing his autistic brother and what he was doing with the money. I don't see a problem here.
I could probably make about $12,000 during peak. I could get everybody some gifts. I could get my mom a little gift, maybe get her some turkeys for Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's what I was thinking to myself. That's what I assumed I was going to be able to do. But now, I've lost a large part of my income. I've lost a large part of my reliable income. And YouTube does not pay consistently. It just doesn't. But now, it's kind of all I got. This is what I got. This is it. I got this. On top of that, my grandma was going through liver issues. She had liver failure indefinitely. And there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, but I've been dealing with it by myself for quite some time, and I've been doing pretty good, I thought. I'd assumed I was doing great. My dad had his prostate removed because he had prostate cancer. Didn't know this, little known fact. If you don't have a prostate, you cannot get your Johnson up. You can't do that. So I've been going through getting my dad therapy because he's mentally destroyed because he can't do that anymore. I was trying to help him out, trying to figure that out. My brother is, this is going to be a lot of stuff here, just hear me out. My brother is watching him. This specific brother. This one right here on the right, CJ. He is watching my dad right now. What? Whoop, that's the wrong screen. Why is he watching my dad right now? Reason he's watching my dad right now, because my dad can't get a house right now because he got scammed. I don't know how to describe this better. My dad's not the smartest online. He got scammed by AI bots of women. He is a freak. Is that karma? Yes, that's just karma. But he's still my dad. I want to help my brother out, make him less stressed.
Now look. What? You fucking dad that got scammed by the AI porn bots? What? What a way to go. What a way to go.
So I've been supporting those 3 specific people. My grandma cannot watch my little brother because she's going through liver failure. Because of that, my mom needs somebody to watch him. And I can't watch him because I need to make money to make sure I can live. Things of that variety. And I was working. Now, I'm going to be able to watch them a little bit more because I can probably watch them between YouTube videos because I got infinite free time now. Jesus Christ. But that's the whole thing there. I have started a GoFundMe for a combination to get through all of these things in totality. That's what I was trying to do. I've now created this GoFundMe. There's a link in the description to help with the GoFundMe indefinitely. Now, I want to point this out. You do not have to donate.
This dude has it tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like out of everybody, his dad's got it the worst. Is what you mean? What you mean? You done got upped by the AI porn bots? Like, what you mean, bro? Like, why would you let that? Why would you let that happen to yourself? The AI porn bots, bro. The porny orange bots, bro. Like the horny gorns. Like, how could you let that be what happens to you specifically, bro? Like, I just can't. I can't believe something like this. I can't believe something like this.
You don't have to. You can just ignore this video in totality and try to make this blow.
I'm not saying I don't believe it isn't he lying. I'm just like the AI porn bots, bro. You let the AI porn bots get you.
You can just ignore this video in totality. If you want to also support you, this is so important. I have a sponsor right now, right? Every time someone signs up to a sponsor link, I get $6. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to delete the app after you sign up and never use it at all. It is this free.
This is the easiest way to never get a sponsor again. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think there'll ever be a point in time where if I get a sponsor, I'm gonna tell you guys, hey, delete it, then come back. Hey, get it, delete it, and never do that again. What? I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Thing called free cash. I've received $80 by playing games on it. And I know it sounds weird to bring up this app, but it does pay me. I get paid through my phone. And every time someone signs up, not even using the app, I get $6. So if you can't donate through that way, you can just sign up for the app, give me $6. You can do it that way. Everything's difficult because EBT is down and nobody's getting any money. It's very hard for everybody right now in America, especially people that are the patriarchs of their family, are the main caregivers and providers. So I'm going through a very difficult time. I am reaching out through my YouTube because I have nothing else. I have no other way to do this. Thank you guys so much for at least helping or at least looking at the video. Thank you. But yeah, I'm stressed.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad I could do my part. Glad I did my part in the subject. You know, sometimes you feel as though you don't do enough, and then you're reminded, nah, you're doing just fine. You do it just fine, Leon. You do it just fine. It's good to know. It's good to know that I'm putting in the hard work. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like the sponsor would be pretty mad. I would be pissed. Because what the fuck do you mean you're telling these people buy the sponsor and then delete the app? Like, what? Boy, if I'm the sponsor, you're never getting a sponsor with me ever again. That just ain't go. That just no go. That's fucked. Cause now if I'm the sponsor, fuck you mean you telling these people don't use our shit no more. Bitch, we paying you to make first of all, we paying you so that you can have money, but you sabotaging us. The fuck? No bueno.
I'm deeply stressed. I'm very, very stressed. I'm sad.
You think the sponsor's going to come back to bite him in the ass? No, contractually, he's still going to get paid by these people. Like, regardless, he's still contractually going to get paid. It's more of a matter of future sponsors, because if you're somebody trying to get like a sponsorship later, and then they find out you telling people, hey, get it, use my code, and then delete the app, don't use the shit. What the fuck? Like, in that aspect, it'll bite him in that one. But in regards to this current sponsorship, nah, he's still getting paid. Legally, he's still getting that manyan. Legally, he's still getting that manyan. Legally, he still gets the manyan. So if anybody was in the manner of thinking, nah, he's not getting paid, fuck up, he just did that, nah, he's still getting paid. He's still getting paid. He's still getting paid.
Very stressed and sad. I did not want to be a full-time content creator. To be quite honest with you, I didn't want to do that, but I guess I'll stream more. I guess. I'm not very excited. I miss my job. I know some people are going to say, you can just submit another job application. I can get you in my factory. I can do this, I can do that. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not.
The most ill-timed shit on the fucking planet, might I just say. What is his health? What is his health? What is his fucking health? The fuck?
First off, I've applied on Indeed hundreds of times, and the Insta work stuff is doing a little bit of money for me, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Anyways, if you can't help. If not, it's quite all right. It doesn't matter. Bye.
Appreciate also whatever it was I just heard. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But this shit just maxed me and threw me off, and I'm getting run the fuck over. Man, wait, let me reload. What the fuck is my bot? Fucking shit. Fucking shit. Fucking shit. Fuck ass bot. Where the fuck is my bot? Also, how's Peachy? Oh, let me see. Let's text her and find out. Let's text her. Homie, suck my dick. No timeouts in war. Shut up. Oh, I'm almost at the Ned Flanders one. Hi diddly ho, neighbor. Hi diddle on my hoers, neighbor. All right, that's done. But I need to finish this video. I need to finish this goddamn Taylor Lorenz video for me to be sanguine in what it is we do in this world. I need it. Oh, PJ has responded. She's working. PJ has responded that she's working. Hey, Leon, how you doing? Also, did you see the Chainsaw Man movie? Yes, I did. Good movie. Part of me, I don't know how to necessarily feel about the fact that the idea might start to be commonplace to just start doing arcs as movies. Because Demon Slayer's doing it. Demon Slayer's doing it. Chainsaw Man just did it. I feel like it's going to become more and more of a thing where arcs are going to be movies, which necessarily I don't have a problem with. I don't necessarily have a problem with. Yes, but for the final arc, Demon Slayer did that for the train arc. Demon Slayer, for some reason, and I feel like if I were to just Google it, I'd find out the reason. They did an arc they did the Infinity Train arc as a movie, but then once they did like an actual season, they did the fucking episodes, but they chopped the movie up into 12 episodes. Which is like, why? Now, before we get to this Taylor Lorenz video, I have a fucking channel points thing on my Twitch where for 30,000 fucking channel points you can request a song. And I knew Mrs. Keith's bitch ass was going to eventually request a fucking song because she had alerted me that's what she was going to do. And I knew her bitch ass was going to do it at some point. So, for the moment, we're going to have to operate in the means of capitulating to this bitch ass activity. And no, you don't get to pick the song. I do.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare
We need a break anyway.
Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities are Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be found off my big home. The bees are buzzing in the tree to make some honey, just for me. When you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants, then maybe try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Now when you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear and you prick a raw paw, well, next time beware. Don't pick the prickly pear by the paw. When you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big pawpaw. Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Oh man, this is really living. So just try and relax. Yeah, cool it. Fall apart in my backyard. 'Cause let me tell you something, little britches. If you act like that bee acts, you're working too hard. And don't spend your time looking around for something you want that can't be found. When you find out you can live without it and go along not thinking about it, I'll tell you something true. The bare necessities of life will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah, with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah, man.
You lucky this go hard. Stupid motherfucker. I'm not picking shitty Disney songs because there's barely any of them. I'm not picking shitty Disney songs. Don't ever doubt me. And I didn't play you out of your alert. Fuck you out. You didn't earn shit. You bitch that you were close to it and you were wondering what I was going to play. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Don't ever doubt me. Peachy says, all things considered, she's doing all right, but this government shutdown has affected her. See? That's y'all fuck-ass president and his fuck-ass constituents. Y'all fucking over my Peachy. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm telling her that you all said hello, even though none of you said it. You're all pieces of shit. How you think I got 30K? I don't fucking know. Nor do I have the ability to want her to care. Since you want to know so bad. But we need to finish this. Sorry, but it needs to be finished. It needs to be. I know. We all got so turned. Well, we didn't get turned off. Football was on. We must continue.
And she is wrong in these situations. Also, it's worth noting that this stuff isn't new because even predating a lot of the technology we have now, studies about
PG says, and I quote, "Tell them I said hi as well, and I missed them." Aww. Tuning into this BS at the crack of dawn. First of all, this is not BS. This is intellectual streaming. What is this is not BS. This is good streaming. Oh, my bad. Would you like for me to have my cleavage out, you whore? Would you like some eye candy? You whore? You want some eye candy? Huh? You strumpet? Hold on, I got something for you. Bam. That's about as sexy as it could get around here.
bias show and have shown historically that you can show two people the exact same like audio recording, video clip, picture, or like wall of text, and they can both walk away being like, oh, well, it's clear as day. Like my preconceived opinion is reflected in this evidence. So it's like there's not like a universal understanding of what footage reveals. And in fact, it can so easily be weaponized against like victims, and it happens every single day.
I want to get back to TwitchCon because I do think like, you know, we should talk about like kind of what should have been done and like what can be done to actually fix this. Like
a stud flirting with kids, a lesbian getting into it with a transform. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What is the bullshit you speak of? This is refined streaming right here. I'm sorry. I'm not reading your books with your fucking kidnapping fetish. Yeah, I know what you women read. I know what you women fucking read. You're all, you women that play The Sims, you're deranged. You're sex cultists. Mm-hmm. I feel like I got added to the list just typing that in. Well, somebody left a comment bitching at me because I said something they didn't like. I just responded by saying, bro, you on the Epstein list. I'm not worried about you. That's all you got to do now. Because the insults are not honest. They're earnest. The critiques are just people bitching because you say something they disagree with. You on the Epstein list. I'm not arguing with you. We go bad faith for bad faith. I'm going to show you how really bad faith it could really be out here.
a couple things too I'll say is like, I don't know why Twitch has TwitchCon. I guess it must be a moneymaker for them, but no other platform has like an entire convention dedicated to that platform as far as I know. Like, I mean, YouTube sponsors VidCon, but even VidCon is so diminished, it seems perhaps counterproductive to even have this event. But if it does go forward, I do think that there are changes that need to be made, and like it starts with...
I don't understand, because if you remember, the gimmick is security wasn't enough. It's still men's fault. It's the male streamer's fault. But somehow changes still need to be made. So now what?
These systemic issues. Like, I think the first thing that they should do is work aggressively to change the culture of the platform, crack down on misogynistic hate speech.
Hey, the problem with cracking down on the platform is that you're actually going to have to hold that consistency even for the loudest, not the loudest, but the largest streamers. Because the largest streamers are really the ones that are setting that horrendous standard on Twitch. Years ago, I'm certain many of you remember, that era of Twitch that is, for some reason, still thrown on them to this day, even though it's not really as prevalent as it was a few years ago, where it was essentially softcore porn. Y'all remember that? I remember that. Like, every female streamer had their cleavage just ready for anybody to see. It was just amazing. What a great time to be alive. I'm still mad at y'all for complaining about that one. Now we have gambling on these streaming websites. Now we got these political takes that are horrid. Now we have motherfuckers thinking that they're intellectuals, inciting violence. Like, Twitch has gotten way worse. Twitch has gotten worse past the point of misogyny or toxic masculinity. Because, like, even those aren't really promoted as much. Like, when was the last time you heard of toxic masculinity on Twitch? Other than, what's his name? The guy. I don't know his name. The Emiru guy. The guy who's assaulted Emiru. Him. I don't know his name. That's probably like the only one recently. No, not Hassan. Come on, one of y'all know who it is. Miski, him. Yeah, him. That's probably like your only real recent example that holds significant weight. To be honest with y'all. Because every other one is just like, ain't every other one on Kick? So it's like, how can we map this? How can we map this in any sign of earnest? We need to map this. And I don't think doing it via these other platforms is necessarily going to work. Hold on. I'm about to choke this. I'm choking this. I choked it. Ah!
demonetize, content creators that are attacking women, brigading women, and start working to cultivate relationships with women content creators.
This goes for a number of social media platforms, but among like the ranks of the most followed people, you will always have like these violent misogynists who directly harm and endanger women on the platform, women in their audience, and nothing is done about that. And there is a trickle down effect where it's like, if some of the most followed people on Twitch face no repercussions and are actually like, they gain things from misogyny.
Yes. Hold on. Is Neon even on Twitch? Is Neon even on Twitch? Or was he just allowed to walk into TwitchCon? Like, let me see. Let me get a little check in. Neon. Okay, yeah, Neon is on Twitch. Okay, so that counts. Okay, you got Neon. That's another one. I can cop to that. Neon's one of them. Neon's got some moments where it's like, all right, he's not respectful towards women. But I'm sorry. Misogyny is not the only problem on this platform.
They gain popularity, they enrich themselves, like they gain status from being misogynistic. So as long as that is the case, it will trickle down into fan behavior, and people going to these types of conventions will learn from the people who basically rule this platform, who are the most visible people on this platform, that this type of behavior is not just tolerated, but encouraged. And then when those people aren't held accountable, it just perpetuates this cycle over and over and over again. When I speak to experts in gender-based violence, something that I hear time and time again is that we've never even tried to hold men accountable for violence against women. Like we've never even attempted to instill consequences, like widespread consequences for harming women. And so
wait, let me make sure I heard that right. Before I say anything.
It's tolerated, but encouraged. And then when those people aren't held accountable, it just perpetuates this cycle over and over and over again. When I speak to experts in gender-based violence, something that I hear time and time again is that we've never even tried to hold men accountable for violence against women. Like we've never even attempted to instill consequences, like widespread consequences for harming women. And so as long as that is
Forgive me if I'm just like the slightest bit wrong. But something about that just seems wrong. Now, if it's meant in the online aspect, maybe. But even then, there are examples that will dictate otherwise. But there are men in jail for their acts of violence towards women. Should there be more? I would make the subtle argument, yes. I would make the subtle argument that yes. Are there examples of men being able to get away with crimes? Yes. Like, yes. But Matt, let me hear that again.
Experts in gender-based violence, something that I hear time and time again is that we've never even tried to hold men accountable for violence against women. Like
we've never tried. I'm being as charitable as possible in thinking that they must mean in the online aspect. Like it gotta mean that. You gotta mean it like that. Because if you mean like overall, that's just wrong. So I have to work with the assumption that it's online.
We've never even attempted to instill consequences, like widespread consequences for harming women. And so as long as that is the case, of course it will continue. Because it's not just that there's no deterrent to this behavior, but it's actually rewarded by the platform and socially by other men.
Yeah, I mean, I think of this guy, Jake Lucky, who's this gamer who almost 500,000 followers, quote tweeted this tweet that I posted about security and how actually Twitch was quite secure. And he quote tweeted this video of Neon acting abhorrently, right? And taking advantage of the fact that he had basically carte blanche to do whatever he wanted at that convention because he had the highest level of access given his status as a streamer. And he goes, Twitch is secure.
Wouldn't that's not how I looked at that video of Neon at TwitchCon. I looked at that video as an embarrassment of Twitch's security. Because what do you mean you just let somebody in for claiming that they're another streamer? That is a horrible look on Twitch and this idea that they're there to keep people as safe as possible. That's a horrible look for them. Because they've made it that, oh, we're actually keeping people safe, and a guy just walks in under somebody else's name. That's horrible. That's not how I took that.
Security was insanely strict, and he shows Neon sitting behind Deshae Frost's meet and greet table. And as I said then, like, this man is a Twitch creator who is credentialed, who was invited. That's my whole point.
Who pretended to be another person. That's the point that's being made. Like, you trying to say that, oh, it's because he's a large creator. No, he lied about being another person, which is the problem. Because if you are able to somehow lie about who you are and be able to get in to a spot you're not supposed to be in, that's a safety issue. Hello? Am I like part drunk here?
Point is that like you have the worst people at the top acting like this. That trickles down. And it's so disappointing because this bad faith guy, Jake, of course, gets almost 1 million views on his tweet, thousands and thousands of likes and retweets. And I'm like trying to respond. And I think I have, okay, 30 seconds.
Up and down on the ground, monger, plunger, blunger, bonger, ishka, bibble, babble, flabble, doma, roma, floma, boma, jingle, jangle, every angle, bricka, bracka, flacka, stacka, tooton, rerun, free for all, big ball.
Retweet.
I feel like you just rated just to hear that. I feel like you just rated me just to hear that. I feel like that's the only reason we did that today. I love chowder. I mean, it's common knowledge that if you come to these fucking channels and you don't like chowder, you don't have a reason to be here. Like, I will ban you. I will ban you if you hate chowder. That's just a factual statement. It's just a factual statement. I am somebody of the higher echelon, and I will not approve nor tolerate of the slander towards my TV shows. It just won't happen.
And just a torrent of misogynistic hate towards me, like, you know, in his replies. So even after the bad behavior coming from the top at TwitchCon, the bad behavior is continuing online, and they're continuing to drive hate and harassment towards women, using violence against women as a sort of pretense on the internet. I think we just need to call out this behavior and start listening to actual women.
How are you today, Leon? It's fine. I'm doing fine. I'm not opposed to listening to actual women talking about their stories. I don't have a problem with that. It'll probably disturb me based on what they say, because Jesus. However, you as a woman diminished a woman's story to talk about how extra security won't really do anything. And then you say Twitch needs to do more. And then when other women criticize you for your take that comes across as you diminishing someone who had to go through something, you say that they're inheriting like the culture of the online toxic male. And then when you try to use this excuse of, oh, it's the streamers at the top and how big they are and how they're able to get away with something, but someone's showing you that, yes, a large streamer was able to walk past everybody and get to a section by lying about who he was, like, there's an infinite number of problems here that's not being addressed because, like I said earlier, it's people trying to dance around the subject to try to make themselves seem a little smarter. And I don't like it because at the beginning, middle, and end, there's an invalidation of somebody and what happened to them. For the sake of, oh, I want to be the one that creates the take that changes the online landscape. And unfortunately, you make it worse because of how you choose to ignore the problem and how the problem began. It's not good. I don't like. Leon no like.
It's so clearly bad faith because it's like, okay, if you agree that this streamer is misogynistic, then surely you're going to like continue to call this person out, and surely like you'll consistently denounce this behavior in all forms. No, of course not. They're this kind of tweet like in itself is bad faith harassment of women, like as you just said.
How? I'm assuming it's the Jake Lucky tweet. How is a tweet pointing out that Twitch's security was not up to code in some areas harassment towards? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. And the reason I don't get it, maybe it's because I'm not a woman, but I feel like it's because we're jumping through hoops to try to reach a conclusion without actually understanding the equation. I think that's it more than anything else.
It's just under the guise of like, oh, you guys are in the wrong. And it is so exhausting because all of the people who are joining in on this bandwagon, they all know what they're doing. They all know that they don't care about women. But when you are arguing in bad faith, you have no requirement to like be morally consistent. You have no requirement to actually believe the things you say. And everyone else joining in on this bandwagon comes from the exact same perspective. And so nothing will be done. And if TwitchCon were to continue happening, then this behavior will continue happening because no one in the community actually cares about it. They just want to use it as an example to weaponize against their own political enemies.
I feel as though that you're doing the exact same thing. You have an axe to grind against toxic masculinity, and you're taking a story about a woman getting assaulted and saying, well, the only reason this happened is because of toxic masculinity, and it's going to keep happening because of toxic masculinity. Tweet was in response to Taylor's comment. Yeah, we know. But when we're having this conversation about security and how, oh, it wasn't as bad, look at how I had to jump through hoops to be a part of Twitch's thing and get through security. And then you're shown a video of a guy pretending to be someone else to get into a fucking section. There's a problem here. And I hate to break it to Taylor, the problem is Twitch's security. Twitch's security failed because if somebody could try their luck and pretend to be somebody else and get into their like section, booth, whatever you call it, that's a security problem. That is a blatant security problem that I don't think could be remedied by just saying, hey, toxic masculinity. To me, that's a foreign concept.
I think the fact that like Hassan has been brought up in regards to this so many times gives the entire game away, because what on earth does that have to do with these incidents? Nothing. But this is political gaslighting.
I would agree. Hassan holds no weight in a conversation about a random woman being assaulted.
Its purest form, and all of these communities love engaging in it.
The Hassan stuff is so appalling because like the first thing you'll hear, and people were literally saying this as well, like after I interviewed Dan Clancy. Again, I'm a mainstream technology reporter, right? Like I also interview Twitch's head of product. I interview leaders of tech companies all the time. Not only did Dan Clancy speak to me, he spoke to Bloomberg, like he speaks to other technology journalists. But on the internet, if you listen to these accounts, it's all just like, it's Taylor's relationship with Hassan. And, you know, that's why he's talking to her because of some Hassan thing. She wants to fuck Hassan. She's obsessed with Hassan. Like, it's disgusting. And it's this dismissal also of my own credentials as a journalist, like, and report, you know, what reporters do. It's always sort of like reframing this woman and her accomplishments or her career in the context of this man and this man streamer, right?
I've also seen like viral posts taking Emiru's response where she explains the situation and turning it into a meme and saying that like she's being blackpilled. So basically they are using this incident to say that like women who are victimized are becoming conservative and holding conservative ideology as a result. The sad thing about that is that there is truth to the idea that like when women experience systemic misogyny and sexism, it does sometimes like lead to people becoming more conservative because it's like such a backwards ideology that is just so propagandistic in nature. It's the same thing where it's like when conservative far-right groups take examples of like white women being abused or even murdered by like men of color, they will take those incidences and they will weaponize it against entire immigrant communities in support of their far-right ideologies. And they regularly do this, like despite the pleas of the families of these women and even of these women themselves to not weaponize these cases.
Yeah, all right. Now you starting to cook a little bit. All right, I'm with you. But you got to recognize what you're doing in that same vein. Because it is true. That fucking girl who got murdered, her family did come out and was like, could y'all pump the brakes just a little bit? Stop talking about our daughter. And they did not.
But it just goes to show in itself, this is a form of objectification of women. Like they don't actually care that she was violated. They don't actually.
Are Christmas tree cakes edible? Yes. But depending on which type you get, you could run into a situation where your teeth are going to fucking hurt. Don't eat those sugar cookies.
Care that she was assaulted. They just want to further objectify her and use her to push their own ideology.
Exactly. And I think it's so funny that the same Jake Lucky guy, who's of course like dunking on me or whatever, is also boosting this clip of this guy, American Dad Live, asking Dan Clancy basically like, why hasn't he banned Hassan? Like that's the subtext. He's saying like, you know, would
those two things don't really hold too much of the same weight amongst each other. Because Hassan, unfortunately for Hassan, people hate him. People want him gone. People want him. Now, that means two things. I keep seeing this every time. Every time he gets into the country, ban Hassan, ban Hassan, ban Hassan, ban Hassan. Hassan's not getting banned. I hate to break it to any of you motherfuckers who are pretending to care that much. He's not getting banned. He didn't get banned. And no, being suspended for a day is not a ban. Can you people learn the fucking definitions of words? Being suspended is not a ban. He didn't get banned for the 9/11 thing. He didn't get banned for the rich girl rape thing. Like, he's not getting banned. Give up. Your journey on that is over. The only way he gets banned, the only way Hassan's getting banned is if he commits a crime on camera for everybody to see. I'm talking crime. I'm talking he breaks into somebody's fucking house and shoots somebody on Twitch. Crime. It ain't gonna happen. But if being suspended isn't a ban, how will the quartering make videos? I don't know why anyone does. It's not just him. Several people. Oh, I got suspended. Oh no, I got banned. Like, what is the meaning of words? Like, when we talk about the American education system being piss, I think about how people keep changing the definitions of words.
He properly enforced certain streamers. What certain streamers have said, that America deserved 9/11, veterans deserve PTSD. It's basically like, why haven't you deplatformed the people that I don't like? And, boosting this conservative, bad faith American dad guy as if he's holding like Twitch accountable in some way.
And like the truth of the matter is, politically speaking, there is misogyny on like all sides of the aisle. Like there's no.
Thank you. I was waiting for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Not like one place politically where you can go where.
I like her. She said the right thing. Mm-hmm. Everywhere you go, you're gonna find a problem.
Like women are actually taken seriously. However, like generally speaking, most people who actually value women and who actually oppose misogyny are going to be progressives. So the fact that like all of this comes back to this like conservative agenda just goes to show like how bad faith it is. And it just like, it blows my mind that people are still falling for this idea that like conservatives actually care about women. They don't. Like they're just like objectifying and using violence against women as a way to further an agenda that is, again, objectifying and violent toward women.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be so hard for Twitch, to ban streaming. Like this is a streaming convention. I highly.
They're not going to ban streaming. Like, it's easy. Just ban streamers. Like, unfortunately, like, this is the sick part. Controversial hot take. Hassan's done nothing that'll make me say ban him. Sorry, pretentious animal right lovers. I don't think him being mad at his dog and shocking it is going to get him banned. And guess what? It didn't. It didn't. So, good luck. Good try. Good luck. Good effort. But overall, I don't think it's really going to work out.
I doubt that they're going to ban.
Well, I'm making tacos. What kind of tacos? What kind of tacos?
Live streaming at the live streaming convention, if only because on the actual floor of the convention, like there are so many booths set up for live streaming and there are all these companies that want to demo their technology. And so they're showing off live streaming. But I do think that there's just a cultural shift that can happen. I don't know if you've attended the National Association of Broadcasters conference in Vegas. It's this massive, there's tens of thousands of people that go. It's huge. It takes over like the Vegas Convention Center. And it's for broadcasters. And there's a huge live streaming aspect. Like they invite a lot of streamers. It's all basically like TV news people from around the country, but anybody that sort of broadcasts live footage. There are lots of content creators. They have an entire creator track. But you don't see this type of behavior because it's a professional event. And it's very focused on like professionalism. And, you have people live streaming all.
Yes. Unfortunately, Twitch streamers are not professionals. They're exactly what they are. They're Twitch streamers. They're not a professional group. They're, hey, gifted subs, I'll shake my ass for a coin. Hey, gifted subs, I'll shoot a Nicaraguan child in Minecraft. Beef tacos? Oh, God. Get deported.
All day and demoing their technology, but there's not this sort of antagonistic energy to it. I don't know if there's a way for them to automatically ban Rumble creators. Obviously, I think certain people should be banned from the venue. I don't think Jack Doherty was allowed in the venue even in this year, but I feel like culturally they have to do something to change the behavior on Twitch.
So they're doing the thing that you want them to do. Like they banned Jack North. Suck my dick! I don't want a lot for Christmas. Everything blah, blah, blah.
Until then, I don't think the platform will be successful. I think it will continue to remain niche. And let's be real, I bought this in my interview to Dan Clancy. This is the 4th year that Twitch has seen declining user base. And yes, it's still up from 2016 or whatever. But when you look at the broader social landscape and ecosystem, Twitch is down here, right? We have YouTube, TikTok, Meta, then there's sort of like these like lower tier platforms. And I just don't think that the platform will scale. And simultaneously, we do have a lot more women entering the live streaming space. I mentioned Amazon itself has live streaming now for shopping.
Please give Thanksgiving a chance. No, it's Christmas time, bitch. Fuck Thanksgiving. Fuck Thanksgiving. It's Christmas time. Christmas time? Christmas time. Fuck Thanksgiving. It's Christmas time. I don't even recognize what month we in. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December. We in December. We are in December. We are in December. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. I don't recognize what is that propaganda month That conspiracy theory month y'all came up with? No. I can't even pronounce that shit. I can't pronounce that bullshit. What is it? I can't pronounce that shit, bro. I just can't pronounce that fucking shit. What is it? No, I can't even say it. I can't even say it. It's just so nasty. Silly Leon, Christmas is for kids. That's why your life is the way it is, you depressed monkey. That's why your life is always gonna be what it is, you freak. You can't enjoy anything. You wake up miserable, go to sleep miserable, die miserable. You feel me? Damn, what? I'm direct. November is, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Whoa, I'm not saying that either, Tribal Cheeks. But since you've brought it up, let me address this. What type of nigga do you think I'm gonna be to go a whole month without nothing? What type of silly little childish games are you motherfuckers playing on any random fucking day? Oh, I'm gonna go the whole month without nothing. Huh? What? Huh? Who the, how the, why the, what the, Ooh, I say, ooh, I say, hoopla. I say, what? I'll be damned. Nigga like me a nut every day just for the fuck of it. I'll nut every hour of the fucking day. Destroy my penis. No Nut November, I already failed. If you're a woman who participates in No Nut November, just know, I know you failed already because you play The Sims. I'm never letting it go. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. I'll never stop talking about it. Women who play The Sims are fucking freaks. You're freaks. And not like in a bad way. I'm talking about it in a good way. I'm talking about that you gonna try anything. I'm talking about in the way you gonna try anything. But all right, let's finish this shit.
Thing primarily, but you have women live streaming on the Like to Know It app, on Instagram Live. You have a lot of lifestyle influencers going live all the time. Like TikTok Live, of course, is massive, and they're trying to get people to multi-stream on TikTok Live. Not that any of those spaces are safe for women; they all have their own problems. But I think Twitch seems.
Oh, so it's like, damn, no matter where you go, you might always run into a problem. So here's my crackpot idea. Here's my crackpot idea. This is just me. Have people that you can trust to moderate your fucking chats. And as soon as somebody gets a little bit too antsy, get rid of them. You want to have your safe space where you can stream and not deal with no bullshit? I respect that. Hope you get it. The only way you could get it without like the fucking platform itself coming in and banning motherfuckers is to you to have moderators who you trust that'll get rid of the problem for you. Easiest way to go about that.
To be sort of further and further declining. And in that sense, I do think it's a failure, of Dan Clancy to not change that culture.
Yeah, and I think that it'd be very difficult to change the culture of a platform that I think particularly grew around misogyny. Like, it would take so much work. I don't think it's a project that could be accomplished within the span of a year. It's also like such a hard thing to do when it's ultimately reflective. Like, the culture on Twitch is reflective of the broader culture of misogyny. And the project of dismantling misogyny is one that will continue forever. It will never be finished. And so I think that it's a really difficult job to do. But what they're doing now is that they're not even really trying to dismantle misogyny. They're not even having the conversation. So it would at least have to start there. And I think your question of why there aren't more women on the platform is such a good one because it really gets to the heart of the issue of if the culture doesn't even accept women to begin with, then of course you will continue to have these issues.
And of course, they're not going to do any of this when they're potentially about to be hauled in front of Congress under a Trump administration. I asked Dan Clancy about this in my interview. There was this hearing. It was postponed. The government shut down. I think they will eventually have a hearing where they're pulling up the CEOs of Discord, Steam, Reddit, and Twitch following the Charlie Kirk shooting, arguing that it's radical, whatever. Essentially, Twitch is the one platform where Hassan Piker basically is. I think all of this is an effort to basically deplatform him and others who have left this on Twitch. Twitch is also the one platform that hasn't caved to government pressure yet to censor speech. And I think that that's going to be harder and harder to do. So I highly doubt that they're going to turn around and start, banning misogynistic streamers. I think that would just so quickly be weaponized against them by the Trump administration and would be used to potentially try to get the platform shut down or to punish it in some way.
100%. And I think that when I saw all of this unfolding on social media, that was my first thought is to think about the political backdrop and the context under which all of this is happening, which is that Twitch is being subjected to a very highly funded, very specific, bad faith campaign around issues that they do intersect with women's safety, but they are so far removed from the topic of discussion around the specific assault or the specific environment. But it's so hard to have a conversation about it without recognizing that so much of this stems from that bad faith attempt to ultimately deplatform Hassan Piker and to punish Twitch for allowing this type of progressive anti-Israel speech.
Yeah, because Twitch is the one platform because it's live streaming. It doesn't have that sort of real-time moderation. So of course you can't criticize Israel on TikTok. You can't criticize Israel on Meta. You can't criticize Israel on YouTube. Twitch.
See? Oh, so that's why all these people. Never mind.
Is a place that one streamer, which is The Sun, and then a few other smaller ones, of course, like Twitch is overwhelmingly not a progressive space, but have been able.
Never mind. So that, never mind.
To speak out. We saw Creators for Palestine happen with Twitch. I wrote about this actually a year ago about how Twitch had become this bastion for leftist sort of content, and I think that the government is very eager to eradicate that, and I do think that they will be successful, and that will only exacerbate the problem of harassment and misogyny.
Any conversation about like what's happening at that level, it's no coincidence that this rhetoric of like men need to protect women and like federal police and agents need to protect women, it coexists with exactly what the Trump administration is doing. It's literally the same ideology.
I just want to reiterate again that I'm so disgusted by the
How did we spin this narrative that we only want Twitch to get taken down just to deplatform and sign? Well, you do have parasocial people on there. So the Emmy attack. Oh my God. See. Six Flags America officially closes after 50 years of what? They closed Six Flags? Yeah. This country used to mean something. This country used to be great, but then everything changed.
Response from these bad faith trolls saying that people like me, or I'm sure they're going to say this about you, don't care about gender-based violence, don't care about women's safety. Something that we both have dedicated a significant portion of our careers to, you especially even more. But like, I mean, I wrote about Gamergate extensively. I covered this in my book. Writing about the weaponization of the internet against women is something that I have written about and experienced very publicly for years and years. And so to say, yes, Twitch was very secure. Yes, they actually had way more security than other conventions. That does not make it safe. That is not like simping for Twitch or whatever, which I'm very critical of. That is not defending a corporation, all these corporations, Amazon especially. It is simply...
I don't get it. I really don't. I want this organization to do better, but fuck this organization. They don't protect women and they need to do something better, but fuck this organization. What is it? Like, which is it? What is it and which is it? I'm confused. Like, it can't be both. It's either fuck them or I want to see them do better. It can't be both.
Trying to redirect the conversation towards the root problem and the fact that this is a bad faith campaign actually aimed at distracting people from the real problem, which is misogynistic abuse and hate and harassment. And that underpins all of this. And you can never have safety for women until that root problem is fixed, because you can have all the security theater in the world. It's not going to prevent the violence against women that we saw this year at TwitchCon.
You're totally right. And I think that like if I could reiterate one message for people to take away, it's that security theater does not protect women. It is a psychological sort of construct to make people feel safe that ignores all of these root issues.
So what is it? So like what is it? Because earlier we had to talk about a trans woman not making women feel safe. So what is it really just, eradicate all of the fucking misogynists? And then what? Because I see this trickle down effect. Now, number one, before I say anything, no, I'm not a fan of misogyny. But let's work with this assumption for a second. You ban all the misogynists from the platform. And then they have another TwitchCon. And then the numbers for TwitchCon are drastically down and they're trying to figure out why. And then motherfuckers on Twitter are going to be like, you ban all these people because you accuse them of being misogynist, blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to turn to, oh, so you'll only fucking come if there's misogyny here? It's like, these conversations get worse because there's no honesty around them. For 40 plus minutes, two women are trying to navigate around assault, safety, misogyny, Israel, and I think at some point in there, colored people. Does anybody ever wonder why these conversations get so fucking confusing?
Policing does not protect women. Militarization does not protect women. And these sort of conservative ideologies around like protecting women with men at their root cause, it just endangers women more. So like if I could have people take one thing away from this, it would be that it is about dismantling misogyny. It is not about enacting more control and more surveillance around women in their lives.
Yeah, I saw one Twitch streamer who I love, but was even saying, and I'm sure maybe he was saying it in like a joking way, but like, oh, too many of the security guards at Twitch were twinks. Like they were small. We need like big burly men to be security guards. And I'm sure he was joking, but it's like these little things that drive me crazy because as you said.
I mean, fuck, if I'm somebody who feels like I can get away with something, if I see a twink, it's like my chances of possibly getting away go up.
Like having big burly men around does not inherently make women safe. Having 24/7 IRL live streamers around does not inherently make women safe.
No, that definitely don't do it either. Because the 24/7 streamers are twinks too.
Having all the kind of like wristband bullshit in the world, like again, should we have a baseline level of security? Yes, but all of that stuff will not prevent so much of the just disgusting stuff that women had to deal with at this year's convention and previous year's convention. And
wait, so you're not talking about the disgusting things that women had to deal with, but you invalidated them by saying that the security was enough, and look at what I had to do. You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing. When somebody says something that happened to them by one person, and then someone else who knows that same person comes in and is like, well, it didn't happen to me, as in a means to invalidate. Like, this conversation then did too many backflips and front flips and splits on dicks. It didn't work.
I think that Twitch needs a radical culture change. And I think the influencer world generally needs to confront its misogyny problem, because although Twitch is the sort of the nexus of a lot of stuff, it's all over Reddit, it's all over YouTube, it's all over Twitter. Like, it is this like network of hate that spreads across the entire internet. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of misogyny, look at this freak who comes in this. Hi, Skelly. Speaking of misogyny, the most misogynistic person I know. Hi, Skelson. Hi. Skelly, unfortunately, I hope you are safe in your endeavors in the world. But when I'm hearing this conversation between these two women, and I'm walking away with the idea that no one has a plan. Like, because it's okay, this happened to Emiru and it's clearly bad, but the conversation of security and how it needs to be better is bad because it's inherently misogynistic. It doesn't keep women safe. When we're showing examples of Twitch having a bad set of circumstances of security, it was no, the security was actually good because I had to jump through hoops to get in certain areas. It's just, it's stupid. It's stupid. And speaking of stupid, because I thought we were done. We are not done, ladies and gentlemen. We got one more. And you know what? I'm glad, Skelly, you are here. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. What's the one thing that I do on these streams? Almost all the time. Almost all the time. I do a certain thing. Especially when I'm reacting to something. Shut up, you. Shut up, you. I play a little game. Yeah, I do gamble. I don't do it every stream. Fuck you. I do a little gamble from here to there. Guess the rate. I don't do that. Crash out. Yeah, I do crash out. I do a little crashing of the outs. I do a little crashing out. But the one thing I seemingly always do, especially when reacting to like videos to watch, is play a little game. Because I'm primarily bored sometimes. And you know, you've seen me win, you've seen me lose. You've seen me be very upset when I lose. You've seen me be very ecstatic when I win. But when I lose, I tend to just primarily blame myself or the game for its dog shit mechanics. And with that being said, I want to show you a video. I want you to see the mindset of people who suck at video games. Let's watch.
After the last loss in my rank game, I'm going to say...
Stop! Right there. Well, in case any, I often play a little rank action in different video games. Play a little Fortnite, you know what I'm talking about? Play a little Fortnite rank, you know what I'm talking about? Play NCAA rank, you know what I'm saying? Currently Gold 3. Play a little Marvel Rivals ranked. And you know what's the constant in all of these games? All these ranked games specifically? The sweatiest, jobless, kidless, parentless, loveless, disease-ridden freaks more than ever before. To the point where I love me some casual gameplay. I can lose casually and I'll be perfectly fine. I can't be losing to motherfuckers who do flipping tricks and 360 no-scopes all over the map and shit. At some point, I just got to chalk it up to me being trash, and I go about my damn day. But let's see what he thinks.
Say something super controversial, I don't care. Agree, disagree, get angry, I don't care, go to hell.
I can't stand any of you pussies who start off with this because your takes are always milquetoast and you think just because someone got crucified one day because of something almost tangentially similar, you now think it's your turn.
Y'all want to know what genuinely has made the gaming experience worse?
The increase in prices to video games, the accessories, the consoles, the shareholders thinking that's a good idea, the cuckery around this subject matter, because you have a bunch of pretentious virtue signalers who are like, it's a travesty that these games keep increasing in price. It's a travesty that these game consoles increase in price. And yet they all still buy the same products that they're bitching about day one. And then they wonder why the gaming landscape has never really changed back to what it used to be. It keeps getting worse on a financial aspect. Battle passes in damn near every game. Thanks Fortnite for making this more lucrative than it was before Fortnite became popular. The need for live service games seemingly to come out, and in some cases they come out every single year. What else? Not a lot of strong single player games anymore because there's a need to be online. The BS Ubisoft tried to put forth into where you can't really play a game without an online internet connection, which I don't think is something Ubisoft started, but you know, they peddled into that landscape. What else? Oh, this is a tangent, but it's around video games. You pussies who create like these, hey, you want to be better at the game? Spend $30 a month to be a part of my secret class in order to be better at the game. That's another one. Pay to win, all these things. Everything I just mentioned has like a layer of understanding that it's made gaming somewhat worse, or even worse than that, unfun in some aspects. But what are you gonna tell me?
More and more women coming onto the game. Yeah.
God damn it! I knew it was gonna be something dumb. And this is all because of a fucking ranked game?
Yes, I'm saying that. I'm making that known. I am saying that the more women who play video games are making video games worse. They are making the experience worse. And here's why. Video games for the longest time was a primarily male-dominated hobby.
What does it got to do with you losing in a ranked game?
That means that men are gonna act like men. They're gonna act like males. Because it's mainly been males. Just like if you go to a fucking sewing club, for example, that's a primarily female-dominated industry.
Until I walk in the room, I can crochet with the worst of them.
So the women are going to talk amongst other women like they would talk with women. They're going to act like women. Now, why do I believe that women coming into gaming is ruining gaming? Because they're acting like women and they expect men to act differently. Now, why am I going on this whole rant?
I mean, I give you the same critique I give the women who are talking about people in voice chat making all them jokes that they won't find funny. Mute them. If you trying to get active with your buddies and you in game chat specifically and you want to hear all the random stuff and then you hear somebody ruining the fun, mute them. That's all you got to do. That way you can keep making your jokes and you ain't got to worry about shit. No, it's not that difficult to mute any motherfucker on any game. If you pretend that it is, I'm almost certain you might be a little special and not in a good way.
I just had a woman throw a game because me and everyone else on the team was asking her, how did you die in your cloak and dagger ult? They didn't have any ult counters. We weren't flaming. We were just genuinely curious because there's no way that she should have died. She took this.
Well, she died because, you know, in these games, you do die. Even though you try your best to stay alive, you're going to die.
As an attack.
And also, you got to show me your record because I don't feel confident that whenever somebody blames one person for the entire team losing, especially in the games like Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, and all this shit, I'm a little skeptical.
Decided to go Adam Warlock and then threw the game. I promptly also said, I shouldn't have said this, but I don't care. I also said, well, I mean, of course, I forgot. That's my apologies. I forgot that I have to talk to you like you're a woman and talk to you like you're a child. And then she proceeded to throw harder, whatever the hell that means.
I mean, personally, I'm speaking for me. If I'm trying to play the game and I got all y'all bursting in my ear, I ain't gonna lie, I might think about selling. But then if y'all keep bothering me, well, I definitely gonna start selling because you ain't about to keep bitching in my ear. You ain't gonna keep bitching in my ear and thinking I'm just about to turn into your bitch.
And now, agree or disagree if you want. Women don't know how to take accountability. Argue with a wall.
We doing this about video game? Wait, accountability with a video game? Nigga, you trash? We ain't talking about nothing that we talking about a video game, bro. Accountability in a goddamn video game. Hot garbage. Hot good garbage. Hot good garbage.
I watched the replay. She died because she walked out of her ult. I watched it, it's clipped. But because we wanted to know how she died, and I guess she just took it as an attack, she threw the game. If women are gonna play video games, I'm not saying that they need to act like men, but they need to understand how men communicate. And if not, get the fuck back on Stardew Valley and Sims 4. I don't care.
Hey, whoa. First of all, watch out. The only type of women who play Sims games are sexual freaks. How many times do I have to point this out to you all? It has been a thing that has been the standard for the longest of time. The freaky deaky on the freaky deaky is how you freaky deaky with the freaky deakies. Okay? Now I wonder, oh how I wonder. It just sounds like a skill issue. I wonder if we could maybe find a certain instance. I wonder.
Marvel Rivals. You wouldn't believe the fuck shit I just seen the other day. And the shit that I was hearing. Coming from this dumbass nigga that wanna make a dumbass post about women in video games. And when I tell you this nigga is out of his goddamn mind, he's out of his goddamn mind. The shit that he was saying made no fucking sense. He had no evidence to back up his claims. And mind you, I don't know. But I'm gonna be showing y'all the clips of what he was saying on that he posted on TikTok. And I'm also gonna show you clips of him getting confronted in Discord call by many other streamers as well. So this is what the fuck he had to say.
Last loss in my ranked game, I'm gonna say something super controversial, I don't care. Agree, disagree, get angry, I don't care, go to hell. Y'all wanna know what genuinely has made the gaming experience worse? More and more women coming onto the game. More and more women coming onto the game. More and more.
Okay, I think I found the wrong one. I think I found the wrong one. Might have got baited. I might have got baited. I won't lie, I might have got baited. It's alright though. I saw it on Reddit. You know what I also saw on Reddit? The doorbell footage of the DoorDash girl kicking the man's door in. I hate when y'all tell me y'all find shit on Reddit. Like, stop pissing me off. I ain't gonna lie, anybody who ever tells me, oh, I saw this on Reddit, just know I'm not trusting anything you tell me. I'll believe in Ebola coming back and infecting everybody before I ever believe, oh, I saw it on Reddit. I saw it on Reddit. Candace Owens is one more fucking stream from being like, on Reddit, I saw, and that's gonna be the moment I click the fuck out.
How does my cloak die?
Oh, we just threw.
Who has faith to get out, bro?
How did my cloak and dagger die? How?
They focused me and that just pushed me out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. We had that one.
24 hours.
You know how to play Adam.
I've been talking my shit.
No. I mean, if we wanted to bitch when I've been getting bullied.
No, I didn't say anything.
Your name is Popstar, right? Question. Sorry, I forgot. My bad. That's on me. That's my fault. I forgot that you're a woman. I need to talk to you like you're a fucking child.
Oh, and now I'm really gonna throw it. Did you want?
Oh, wow.
I didn't say anything, though. I was just laughing because it was funny how you died, but I wasn't saying it was anything bad or anything. Can you please go back dagger?
No, you guys got this again.
So you don't.
I ain't gonna lie. She explained it, and then they still bitching. Wait. So she explained what happened, and they still bitching. I'ma start throwing. Y'all got me fucked up. See, the problem with, you know what? I agree. Women gotta learn that when it come to these games, these dudes be bitching like girls, especially in rank. You can fuck up, and you can tell these motherfuckers, hey, this just happened to me, this how I fucked up, and they'll still be bitching. So yeah, she justified in throwing it, pussy.
You're a sensitive motherfucker who doesn't know how to
You guys wanna be weird?
Congratulations.
And you know what's crazy? I'm listening to both of them, Why is he the one? Because that's the capo nigga. That's the motherfucker that's him. That's him. That capo nigga is him. Why in the fuck are you getting more animated than her?
Just what I'd expect a woman to
Wow.
act.
Didn't we just beat you last game too? You might be the worst player ever in such a game.
Like, don't you feel bad? Like, you don't feel bad?
No, I don't.
Women are composed.
What did I do? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm asking you, what did I do?
You, bro.
Incapable of
It's
feeling
this
pain.
freak right here.
There's no point in trying to reason with her. Reason and women don't go together. It's like oil and water.
Men in video games, especially in ranked, the biggest bitches known to man. Like I'm saying that as somebody who's bitched while playing ranked.
And you having a job and you go together either.
Disgusting.
Women play support. The easiest role in the game. They have one job,
How
not
are
die.
you
And
really bad at this game? What's your loss streak at right now?
GG's. Hope you don't get a woman in your next game. Remember, talk to them like they're children. Otherwise, they throw temper tantrums.
Oh my god. This is my last game. I don't got the next one. Bro.
Nope. I feel as though a sensitive motherfucker can't handle it. This didn't make me turn. This didn't make me turn to the man side of now. It's best when it happens in casual. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I got one moment where I was playing ranked Overwatch, and this dude was very upset that I was not healing him. And I remember, now I didn't start this trend, but I participated in it, where somebody in ranked gets very mad that they're losing, and then you just get on the mic and you say, bro, relax, you act like this is ranked, just to piss him off. I did that shit, and when I tell you, that was probably the most I got cursed out since I was a child. Mind you, I'm a grown-ass man. I said, relax, bro. I said, relax, bro, it's only ranked. When I tell you this motherfucker went off on me, it was probably the most justified crash out a grown-ass man ever had towards another grown-ass fucking man. Premium rate, yes, it was, because I didn't give a fuck. It was ranked. I don't care. I don't care. Got to get back to gaming. Griefing sounds more fun than ever. Yeah, fine. It just be in the moments where I don't care. Like, yes, I'm going to try in ranked. I'm going to try in casual. But then when it's clear that we're losing and we're not going to come back and win, what's the fucking point? Fucking have fun at that point. But I'm done. Go bother Gothics. Get out, YouTube. Just